Say hi everyone, this is Michelle Fix It. Today is June 23rd, 2023, and Charlie and I are waiting for Crazy Cat Lady to get done with her dental appointment, and Fire Unicorn's in there, and I thought that we were going to go in, but I didn't want him to get wet, and he was taking a nap, and so I got him up. No, you already broke Flowers off. Don't do that again. And so, no, sir. No, sir. Don't look at me like that. Charlie. Don't you get mad at me. But, Charlie. Not being a pooper. Charlie, quit. Look, people are watching you. Hey, doy yourself. Look at you. But anyways, we're in here because I was stupid, and I was like, oh, since she's gonna call me when they go in the waiting room, I should like take him out of his car seat because he was peacefully napping, and that way I'll be able to just grab him and go. Oh, he flipped the camera around, and so he's been away. Charlie, you want to drive? There we go. Drive. Drive, Charlie, drive. All of my babies have been babies in the Trailblazer. What is that? You took one of the rhinestones off. He's the only one that tries to bite the rhinestones off. You see yourself? Do you see yourself? Don't touch that. Don't mess with it. No! You're out. Crazy baby. Look. You want to say hi? Charlie, say hi. Charlie, say hi. Mommy does not look good today. Mommy looks very tired. I slept really well. I don't know why I look tired. Charlie, you don't need those eye drops, buddy. You have some perfect little baby blues. He's my only blue-eyed baby. You're tired, you're talking. When you get tired, you talk. And you got yuckies on your face already. You say hi. No highs? No highs? Oh, your profile looks really good. I think your pure band's almost gone. Let me see you. Let me look at the profile again. Let me see. Almost there, buddy. A teeny tiny bit of recession still going on. People are like, ew, that's so gross. He has clean hands. Ow! He has nails, though. Hold on. Cause and effect for him. He loves it. I know. I'm very hands-on, Mom. Mr. Marty used to say everyone eats a peck of dirt by the time they die, so. Or you have a little bit on your hands and you don't like it. This is one of those things that, like, I do have formal training in. Children at this age, they should be able to do all the cause and effect and things that they need to do because they are learning about life. They are, no, that is an owie. So as long as you keep them safe from things, and like, they should start to learn the word no and have their feelings hurt, and be able to snuggle buggle with you when they need to, because they're learning a lot about emotional regulation. Give me that. They're learning a lot about emotional regulation. They're learning a lot about physically what hurts, what feels good, what they like, what they don't like. Oh, yeah, buddy. Lots and lots of different things. And so this is not the time to, be trying to do a lot of discipline or anything like that outside of like firm no's. But when you're talking to them, you should be talking to them in a way that makes them feel happy and content. Oh, buddy, you're trying to hurt mama and you're trying to hurt yourself with your little fancy feet. Yeah, you just whacked your fancy foot. Like, he's all over the place. And as long as he's not harming himself, he needs to be able to figure out that, like, he can open this. And the smell of it. Oh, he opened the big part of it. He hasn't done that yet. And so you need to let them be able to play and learn as much as they want to. And let them crawl up the stairs. It's great exercise. They're going to try to do it to a safe extent. If they're crawling up the stairs, then you need to, like, let them crawl up the stairs and stay a couple steps behind them. So if they fall because they're not good at, figuring out their equilibrium and stuff, then you do that. And if they're going down the stairs, then you don't need to try to get them to walk down the stairs until they want to walk down the stairs. They'll start learning about sorting. They'll start learning about dumping things out. I'm a firm believer about not having, okay, this has become problematic. You know what, it's okay. I'm a firm believer on appropriately childproofing your home, where you remove the toxins and anything that's pokey, anything that presents a serious hazard to your child or like your grandchild or whatever. If they're going to be coming over and frequenting, it needs to go away. I don't like child locks and all that stuff because it means that someone actually has to use it. And the day that someone forgets to use it, if you still have a toxin there, then the child can still have access to the toxin. So my philosophy, whether it's been professionally with the daycare or anything like that, has been to remove the hazards and to not make it where there's additional safety things there. Because if there's rat poison under the sink and you have a baby lock, what happens when it malfunctions? And you assume that it's always going to be there. It's a piece of plastic or a couple pieces of plastic or a couple pieces of plastic and a magnet or whatever the thing is. And when it fails, it will catastrophically fail. So you remove the rat poison. That's what you do. Because then, if you have the baby give the little latch there because you don't want him to pull out all the napkins or scrubbies that you have in there, as long as they're non-toxic, then he gets into that and he makes a mess. He doesn't end up having a serious issue because of that. And so that's my philosophy that I had, is just like, you just keep things where the children can get them high up. And when I had the daycares and stuff, that was one of the things where when my licensing specialist came through and she made recommendations on stuff, a lot of the stuff I did, it wasn't required. It was because it was recommended one time, and I'm a big, like, that's her area. That was her area of expertise. Clearly, it was her job. So since she was telling me things that she had seen without telling me all the details of the horrors that she's probably experienced, I basically did anything and everything that she even mentioned, because she was a wealth of knowledge. And she told me that it wasn't, she's like, it's not required. I'm like, I don't care if it's required or not. If you're telling me it's something that I should do, or that you've seen people do and it's a positive, I'm going to do it. So it's the same thing with Charlie. So like Patterson, Charlie pulls that whole entire house apart. And once he was able to reach the utensils and stuff, they're now on the counter, so he can't get them. Like now he knows how to get on the sofa. He learned that today. He developed the upper body strength and the coordination to get on the sofa. Now he thinks it's fun to like run off the sofa. So now that's a fun little thing that we have to figure out. But you have to expect that they're going to find ways to get into stuff. And just like he tries to figure out my voice and stuff, my mouth. Because children are always watching you. So as he starts to learn how to speak and work on like ba, 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 and he wants to feed me because he knows I feed him. This is all learning. This is play through learning. And so when you guys like mess stuff up and you don't let children just do what children need to do, you really, stunt their growth. I'd like to use a different word, but then it is the preface of a bad word for me. But you're stunting your children if you're not letting them play, get dirty, get messy, and all this other stuff. And even with Charlie, like, I have a lot of social stigma that I have to deal with because he has bilateral club feet. And so, like, he's not supposed to have the little shoes on. I don't even know if he knows how to walk with shoes. Well, he does. He knows how to walk with flip-flops on. But he learned to walk at 12 months, 3 weeks, which is a huge milestone for him. And he's had a lot of medical conditions, and he is slowly conquering them. And I'm super proud of him. And so now that he's in his, like, I don't have to keep him in a bubble phase of life, he's going to have a good immune system. You know why? Because he gets dirty. Because we do things within reason. I mean, we're post-COVID time, so we're still a little paranoid about germs and stuff. And if we would have, like, went back a year from now, we'd be like, oh, geez, what is this? Blah, 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 germs, da, 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 da. I mean, like, I still use hand sanitizer and stuff like that, but we also have to have healthy immune systems. Because right now, we're all trying to fight either allergies or some type of cold. And we're doing a pretty good job with mitigation, with letting our bodies deal with it. But if he wakes up and he's grumpy, or he needs to sleep longer, or is he? I let them do that. And I also steam them. Again, it sounds terrible, but like, if Izzy wakes up and she's just like groggy, I'm like, hey, go steam yourself. Turn the shower on, pop the little thing in the tub so it fills up a bath. And we're going to get some eucalyptus things and some Vicks Vapor Rub. We're going to mix a little of the new trendy, crunchy stuff with the eucalyptus leaves in the bathroom with the Vicks Vapor Rub stuff. And we're going to mitigate as best we can. And at some point, I'm going to have to figure out how to cut this child's hair because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a girl mom. Look at him. He can have like a little man bun. You're a crazy cat. But yeah, stuff like this. Let your children play. He's been through a ton, and now we're working on immune system. We're working on kidney health, since that's one of his little things. Could be bladder stuff. We don't know. He has a lot of tests he has to go through. He's gonna have, someone canceled his pediatric neurology appointment, which makes me mad. So we're gonna have to get him in to see somebody for that. And we're gonna do everything that we can do to make sure that Charlie Cat sees the best doctors, the most specialized that they can, because he has a lot of variations, and he may, be part of a syndrome. And it just takes a long time to get through the motions of all this stuff. And I have, a few different theories on all this stuff, because you know what? I'm not a doctor, but I am an expert, and you could call me a doctor of this baby. And so this doctor is his primary care provider. And we're going to make a little binder. We're going to make sure all the doctors are talking to each other through the binder, because even though we have the fancy MyChart stuff, Children's doesn't talk to Johns Hopkins. All of his in utero stuff was through Children's, and some of his first stuff was through Children's. And then we switched over to Johns Hopkins because Mommy was having to do way too many appointments with way too many people, and not enough sleep, because like Mommy was the one that was taking care of him all the time, because I was like playing nurse mommy. And so we're getting there. So this is just one of those videos of, medically complex children or not. Let your children do what they're going to do. That's it. All right. I will see you guys next time. I don't know what else to talk about. Charlie's a distractor cat. He's playing with the Trailblazer. And you know what? The Trailblazer is kind of like a little transformer too, even though we have the Transformer. This is the Mommy Mobile. This is the house on wheels, because in a pinch, if we absolutely had to, SUVs and minivans, like they're little mini houses on wheels. I mean, I call it a vehicle with boxes on wheels, like, if we put a blow-up mattress in here and now they have like the seat things, we can throw the car seats in the back and like do snuggle buggles and like camp in the Trailblazer if we needed to. Like, I love this thing. I never know who's my favorite out of the vehicles, but you know who I default to most of the time? This girl right here. And she has 248,000 miles on her. 248,089 miles on her. And she's a good girl. And she is like our little crunchy shell, or the little squishies running around. And she will protect us, and she's awesome, and she is fancy because she is the LT EXT. She's the fancier, big extra third row one. And she can hold a whole door, or ladders that do tricks, or children. She's kind of like me. She's aggressive in the front. I think she has a great looking face. Look at her. Her turn signal on, because Charlie turned her turn signal on. But she's got an aggressive looking face. Grr, I am the Trailblazer. But then if you look at her from the side, which you can't see because we're inside of her, she's kind of like, she's big. She has to haul people around all the time. But yeah, that's where we're at as Charlie tries to like tear her apart. But she's you know, she's 20 this year, and she doesn't show her age. And I will keep her until I can't fix her anymore, which is probably gonna have her until, I don't know, I can't fix things anymore. As if her engine blows or something catastrophic happens, I'll learn how to do it. I can go on Craigslist and get a engine hoist. I participated in the engine hoist stuff. So I don't want to get to that point. I want to keep her going because it's like that's like her heart. The heart of the Trailblazer. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Just random talk in the Trailblazer.